Hello beautiful, welcome back to my channel. My name is Bettina and I'm the makeup enthusiast. In today's video I'm bringing you my finale, the first finale for December. This is my Partners in Cream project pan. I have my products here in front of me. This is my Partners in Cream finale. If you do want to see the video then stay tuned. But before we get into it, if you are new around here and you love watching project pan videos, make sure you're subscribed down below because I will be doing a lot of finales throughout December and a bucket load of intros going into January. So make sure you're subscribed to get notified when those videos go live. So Partners in Cream is a collaboration project between a whole bunch of people on YouTube. It was created by Steph Lyons and DaLin. I'll leave their channels linked down below. Basically, the premise of Partners in Cream is to focus on cream products in your collection, just to focus on that category because quite often cream products go off a lot quicker than just your standard powder products. So all that being said, I focus on 5 products at a time. Usually my goals are like a split between like half of them are use up, half of them are just usage goals. As I've gotten through the year, it's bounced between them a lot. Let's start off with the first one, and that is my Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Beauty Light Wand in Spotlight. My goal was to use this 15 times. And I've only used this 3 times. So I have not reached my goal, unfortunately, but I have used it a little bit. I've gotten a little bit of usage out of it, and I'm going to continue to rotate this in at some point next year in the project. I quite like to rotate, like have a revolving rotation through certain categories. And the highlighter category is one of those categories. So you will probably see this at some point next year because I only have a handful of cream highlighters. So this one will definitely come in at some point. So that's the first one. The next one, which also was a bit of a fail, was my Patrick Ta blush in Oh She's Different. Now this does have a powder and it's got a powder and a cream in it. It's like a little duo. I have used this one 5 times. My goal for blushes is usually 30 uses. So I definitely didn't reach that goal, but I have managed to use it a little bit. This one, I don't love it, but I don't hate it as well. I have to be in the mood for this, and I find it pulls like quite warm on my cheeks. So I definitely have to make sure I'm like pairing it with the right eye look. And I also find as well, if I do go in and top it with the powder, sometimes it can be a little bit much. It can be a little bit difficult to blend out, I find, on just because my skin's so pale, like, and it's very pigmented. So this one will probably take me an eternity to get through just because it is quite pigmented. Next up was my Stila. This was the Glitter and Glow in Peachy Sheen. I don't know whether you can see in there, I am almost finished this one. I want to say maybe like 1 or 2 uses. It's like all built up the top here, but I reckon maybe 1 or 2 uses and this one will be done. So I do really want to have this one finished before the end of the year. I don't think I was tracking the uses on this one. I think because I just said I want to have it finished, I decided not to track the uses, but you can see there's like, you can see through it. So there's only just like the last little remnants. Like I said, 1 or 2 uses and I reckon it will be completely done. So you'll definitely see this one in my empties at some point. And I'm very happy to say that once I have this one finished, that's 2 Stilas done for the year. Reach that goal. Tick, tick, tick. Then we have my cream bronzer that I've been working on for the entire year. So this is the Fenty Cream Bronzer in Butter Biscuit. My goal was to have this one finished, and unfortunately I haven't hit that goal, but I have made an extreme amount of progress, and I think even between the last update and now I've made a really decent amount of progress. So I will show you, I think first I'll probably do the last month's update and now, and I think from memory I have made a really decent amount of progress even just between then and now. And then I think I might also try and I'll grab out a photo of what it looked like when it first got rolled in at the start of the year, because I definitely have beat myself up a little bit with this product. So I would really love to see it compared to the very start of the year when it first rolled in, just so I can give myself a bit of a pat on the back, because I know looking at it now, I'm like, wow, I've made a lot of progress. But when you go like month by month, you really start to beat yourself up thinking you haven't made any progress. So I really want to see and compare it like that 12 months of usage. I think that I can get this one finished early next year if I do continue to focus on it. It is getting to the point where it's getting like towards the tail end of the product being finished. I'm going to continue using this for the rest of December just to see how close I can get. See if maybe there's a potential I could get it finished. I don't think there is. I think there's just a little bit too much product left in there. But I am going to continue to use it for the rest of December. I may take a teeny little break for maybe January to February Partners in Cream, and then we might kick back into it and try and get it completely used up. Or maybe I might include this in another project and use this alongside a different cream bronzer. I don't know. I haven't decided yet, but I've made a lot of progress and I feel like I'm getting there. It's really starting to get really sloped as well. So every time I'm using it now, I'm seeing like more and more pan every time I'm using it because of the way that I've been working on it recently. So all around the edge, it's like sloped down quite a lot. So every time I use it, pan is expanding dramatically every time I use this. So I don't think it'll be finished before the end of December, but it's going to be very close. I was really hopeful that I would have this one done this year. If I was using it the way I'm currently using it at the start of the year, I would have definitely had it finished up months ago, but I have switched up the way I'm using it and it just means I'm getting through it a little bit quicker. At the moment, I'm currently using it under foundation and then I top my foundation over the top. At the start of the year, I was using it over foundation, so I just found that I didn't use as much. It's probably a little bit wasteful because using it either way, it works well. And I don't use as much product when I put it over foundation. This is my thought process. I'm at the point though where this is getting on in age. So currently now, for me personally, I'm kind of the mindset that it doesn't really matter if I'm wasting a little bit more than I ordinarily would, because the formula, if I don't pull my finger out and use it now, the formula is going to change dramatically and I won't be able to use it at all. So that's my thought process with like not really giving a toss if I'm using a little bit extra than I ordinarily would. The last product was my lip liner, and that was my Pat McGrath Permagel lip liner in Structure. And as you can see, I have finished it. I can see down the tip there that there is still a little bit of product. It's definitely like the end of it, but I can't get this in my sharpener anymore. So I have called it quits and I finished this one up. When I finished this one up, because it was only like 3 uses after the last update that I got that one finished, I've been working on my Wayne Goss lip liner since then. This is the size that my Wayne Goss lip liner is at now. I am not in a rush to get this one finished. I'm not going to probably focus on this one anymore this year, but I definitely think that I will have this one done early next year just because it is so teeny tiny and it's very easy for me to wear. When I do wear this, I can wear this like every day to work and I really enjoy the color and the formula. And as you can see, again, it is teeny tiny, so that's like a little bit of bonus progress for you there. And I'm happy to see usage on my lip liners, and they are kind of almost in like a constant revolving rotation at the moment, the way I'm using my lip liners, which I really like to see. I don't like things to sit stagnant in my collection. There's a lot of categories and products that do sit stagnant. So the few categories that I've kind of mastered where I can keep them revolving and keeping things fresh, I like to maintain that and keep that in that particular collection. I think probably lip liners and foundations and probably face powders are the only like 3 categories that I've been able to master that in. Everything else, like as you can see, it's just excess. So I do want to try and get more categories down into like a more manageable size where I can have it on that like constant rotation through kind of scenarios. I will continue on like that with my lip liners. I'm very happy with my progress that I made with Partners in Cream this year. I haven't done as well this year in Partners in Cream as I have in past years, but I'm still happy to see myself getting a lot of use on cream products in my collection, that constant revolving and usage and rotation through my cream collections. I do like to see that a lot. And I do think that potentially next year there might be well, I'll definitely have a cream product finished, but I would like to see maybe another cream product because this is going to be very close to being finished. I would like to see maybe like another cream product next year from start to completion. That would be very satisfying. I like to see that I am continuing to use up and focus on my stealers, even though it can be very difficult to find motivation. Rotating through my blushes and my highlighters as well. I really like to see that as well. So that is my Partners in Cream finale for 2023. If you did participate in Partners in Cream this year, let me know down in the comments what your like standout achievement in Partners in Cream was. If you were playing at home, let me know how you're going on your cream products in your collection. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe down below so you can get notified when my future videos go live. I will leave some videos on the screen for you so you can continue watching if you are interested. If not, I will see you in my next video. Goodbye, beautiful.